What's up, Alpha Reality family, and welcome back. All right, let's cut straight to it. We're not talking about guesswork today. We're not talking about maybe she likes me. We are talking about the cold, hard, psychological, and physiological signs that a woman is genuinely, deeply attracted to you. The title uses the word wet because it's a direct term for arousal, and that's what these signs point to, not just polite interest, but real biological attraction. You need to stop guessing and start observing. Because her body and her subconscious mind are giving you the answers, even if her words aren't. The first major sign is all about space and physical barriers. This is a concept in psychology called proxemics. Everyone has a personal space bubble. We have our public zone, our social zone, our personal zone, and finally, our intimate zone. The intimate zone is reserved for close friends, family, and romantic partners. When a woman is not interested, she will maintain a very clear distance. She'll lean back, keep her arms crossed, or even place objects like her purse, her drink, or her phone on the table directly between you and her. These are subconscious barriers. But when she's attracted, that all reverses. You will physically see her invade her own personal space towards you. She will lean in when you talk. She'll find excuses to get closer. But the most telling sign is the removal of barriers. Watch her hands. If she moves her purse from her lap to the side or slides her water glass out of the direct line of sight between you two, her subconscious is literally clearing a path for connection. She is opening her body language to you, signaling that she's receptive. This isn't just being friendly, it's a nonverbal invitation. It's her brain on a primal level saying, I am open to your advance. And while we're on this first point, if you've ever noticed someone do this, move their drink or purse away, and you didn't realize what it meant until right now, hit that like button. It's insane how much we miss. Okay, let's get even more scientific. The second sign is pupil dilation and the triangle gaze. This one is almost impossible to fake because it's an involuntary response of the autonomic nervous system. When you're attracted to someone or something, your brain releases a cocktail of chemicals, including dopamine and norepinephrine. This causes your pupils, the black part of your eye, to dilate or get bigger. It's the body's way of trying to take in more of what it likes. Now, you can't just stare at her pupils like a maniac. You have to observe this in context. Is the lighting low? Her pupils will be big. But if you're in a well-lit environment and you're having a great conversation and you notice her pupils seem unusually large, that is a massive indicator. It's her eyes screaming, I like what I'm seeing. But let's pair this with where she's looking. This is the triangle gaze. A friendly or professional gaze pattern is almost exclusively eye to eye or maybe eye to forehead. It's non-threatening. A romantic or aroused gaze pattern is completely different. She will look from one of your eyes to your other eye, and then she will drop her gaze down to your mouth, then back to your eyes, eye, mouth, this triangle. She is subconsciously, and sometimes consciously, thinking about your lips. She's thinking about kissing you. When you see pupil dilation combined with the triangle gaze, it's not a sign anymore. It's a billboard. The third sign, and this is a classic for a reason, is subconscious preening and grooming. This is pure evolutionary biology. When we are in the presence of someone we want to attract, we instinctively try to make ourselves look more attractive. We preen ourselves just like birds fixing their feathers. For women, this manifests in a few key ways. The most common one you hear about is playing with her hair, twirling it, flipping it, brushing it back. But it's why she's doing it that matters. It's not just a nervous habit. It draws your attention to her hair, a key feature of femininity, but it goes deeper. Watch for her touching her neck or her collarbone area. This is a double whammy. One, it's a self-soothing gesture, which shows she might be a little nervously excited around you. Two, it subconsciously exposes her neck, an erogenous and vulnerable area, which is a sign of trust and interest. This also includes adjusting her clothes. You'll see her smooth her dress, pull her shirt down, or adjust her sleeves. She's making sure her presentation is perfect for you. She might even subtly lick or bite her lips. This isn't always an overt movie-style lip bite. It can be a quick moistening of the lips. This draws your attention to her mouth and is a physiological response to the slightly faster breathing and heart rate that comes with arousal. These are all automatic programmed behaviors that activate when her brain switches from casual to attraction mode. All right, moving on to sign number 4, and this one is incredibly subtle, so listen close. A change in vocal tonality and pitch. Your ears are just as important as your eyes. When a woman is talking to her friends, her voice is typically at its natural social pitch. It's often louder, more boisterous. But studies in evolutionary psychology have shown that when she's speaking to a man she is attracted to, her vocal pitch often lowers slightly. This might sound backward. You'd think it would get higher and cuter, but a slightly lower, softer, more breathy tone is subconsciously perceived as more intimate and sensual. It's as if she's creating a private auditory bubble just for the two of you. Her voice becomes less projecting, forcing you to lean in a little closer to hear her, which conveniently brings you right into that intimate zone we talked about in sign 1. You have to get a baseline. Listen to how she talks to the bartender, or her female friend, or you when you first met. Then, as the conversation gets deeper and the connection builds, listen for that shift. Does her voice get softer? Does it slow down? Does it get that slightly husky or breathy quality? That is a conscious and subconscious effort to build intimacy. She is, quite literally, changing her voice to sound more alluring to you. And before we get to the final, most important sign, I have a challenge for you. If you're learning something you didn't know, I want you to comment psychology down below. I'm building this channel for you guys, and I read every single comment to see what you're thinking. So go ahead, pause, and do it. Okay, the fifth and final sign. This is the one that separates she's just friendly from she is 100% interested. This sign is reciprocal escalation and behavioral mirroring. This is the most powerful sign because it's not just something you observe, it's something you test. Attraction isn't a one-way street, it's a dance. You take a step, and you see if she takes a step with you. Reciprocal escalation means she not only accepts your subtle advances, she matches them or even raises them. Here's an example. You're telling a story and you briefly, non-threateningly touch her on the arm or shoulder. This is a small test. A woman who is not interested will tolerate it or subtly lean away. A woman who is interested will do one of two things. She will either be completely comfortable with it, or she will reciprocate. 5 minutes later, she'll find a reason to touch your arm when she's laughing. That is reciprocation. Mirroring is another part of this. She will subconsciously mirror your body language. If you lean forward on the table, you'll notice a second later. She does too. If you pick up your drink, she'll pick up hers. This is her brain's mirror neurons firing, a deep-seated way of building rapport and saying, I'm like you, I'm in sync with you. But escalation is the key. You tease her a little bit, playfully. Does she shut down, or does she tease you right back? If she teases back, she is playing. She's engaging in the mating dance. She's signaling that she's willing to escalate the interaction from friendly to flirty to something more. When a woman is mirroring your body language, reciprocating your touch, and escalating the playful banter, you don't need to look for any other signs. That is the green light. That is her, in every psychological way possible, telling you she's interested. So let's be clear. One of these signs alone, it's a hint, it's a clue, but it's not a confirmation. She might just be a friendly person, but when you see a cluster, when you see her lean in, remove barriers, her pupils are wide, she's preening her hair, and she's teasing you back. That's not a coincidence. That is a clear pattern of behavior. That is female psychology in action. And if this video gave you that aha moment and helped you understand this complex game just a little bit better, do me one favor and absolutely destroy that subscribe button. We are trying to hit goal number subscribers by the end of the month, and every single one of you counts. We drop videos just like this every single week, and you don't want to miss what's next. That's all the time we have. Stay sharp. I'll see you in the next one.